I'm Thomas Smith from the Bay Area Telegraph, and if you live in the Bay Area, you know that visiting pumpkin patches in the fall is sort of a way of life around here, and there's a lot of great ones. Today I'm taking a look at G&M Farms, which is a pumpkin patch down in Livermore, California. I like it because it's a little more low-key than some others like Smith Family Farms. I find Smith Family Farms is awesome, but it takes basically a half day to do it. Versus G&M, you can come in, get your pumpkins, do a couple activities, maybe have some food, and head out again. It's also a little bit closer than some of the pumpkin patches down in Half Moon Bay, like Lemos Farm. That's also awesome. Great, pretty close by to the East Bay where I am. So G&M Farms, just headed there recently. They usually open at the beginning of October. And you can pull in and park. Parking is free. They have a little barn where you can shop for some basic Halloween stuff. You can get gourds and smaller pumpkins. There's also a hay maze for littler kids and that kind of thing. But really, of course, the main attraction is the pumpkin patch. And G&M Farms has a big kind of outdoor pumpkin patch. It's on grass, but they don't actually grow the pumpkins there. So the pumpkins are all laid out in the field. And one cool thing is that they're all the same price, even though they're kind of slightly different sizes. And that makes it super fun for kids because they can go around and choose the exact pumpkin they want, try to find the biggest one or the best one, and you don't have to worry about paying more for that. The other cool thing is that the way that they actually have you pick your pumpkins, they have a little kind of radio flyer metal red wagons, and your kids can pull that around and put their pumpkins in. And it makes it super fun and super easy to get those out to the car. So great pumpkin patch for that. But also there's a lot more to do there at G&M, which is nice. So you can stop by after you pick your pumpkins or before. They have tokens you can buy. They're $5 each, and they allow you to do some of the activities that they have. One of those that's really cool is this jump pillow, they call it. It's basically like a giant airbag trampoline kind of thing built into the ground, and your kids can go wear special socks and jump on that. Kind of like a rock and jump if your kids like that. It's a really fun activity for them. There's 2 of these. They're huge. Keep in mind, though, that each kid requires a token, so it can get pricey pretty quickly. Like if you have 3 kids and they all want to bounce, it's 7 minutes of bouncing, and it's going to cost you $15 for 3 kids. So do keep that in mind, but your kids will love it. There's also this, which is really awesome. It's called the cow train. It's basically a tractor that pulls this little train that's got these cow-shaped cars, homemade. You can ride that through the fields. There's sort of a bumpy section you go over. It makes it feel like almost like a little roller coaster for your kids. There's also a hayride behind an antique trailer and a giant corn maze. And the corn maze, just keep in mind, it takes about 40 minutes to do that. So you really got to budget a lot of time. Maybe bring some water along with you and some snacks because it's not a little corn maze where you go in it for 5 minutes. It's really quite extensive. And one of the cool things is they actually carve a design each year into that maze. And you can't see it from the ground, but they're right by the Livermore airport, and it's visible to planes flying over. So you can check out their website and see their design each year. And they get pretty comprehensive with text and all kinds of stuff carved into it. So a little unique there, a little interesting at G&M Farms, but fundamentally, great place to go and just get some pumpkins. They have food trucks on the weekends. You can have some food, check out some of the kids' activities, be ready to spend a little bit because it is a little bit on the pricey side. But it's a super fun pumpkin patch and definitely worth checking out. And if you want to see more of our pumpkin patch recommendations, we visit all these. We try to go to as many as possible every year. Just search Bay Area Telegraph Pumpkin Patch. And if you found this helpful, subscribe here to our channel where we publish a lot more videos about cool stuff to do all around the Bay Area.